Hey everybody, Mike here. This is my Sunday weekly update. I hope everyone's had a great week and a great weekend, and hope you're ready for hopefully a good week. We're going to go over where we are by the numbers, also an update on a new modification to the state of emergency. We're going to go over district initiatives, we're going to go over upcoming events, and we're going to go over the quote of the week, of course. So just to dive right in, we are at 4,034 total cases, 120 total deaths, 911 recovered, 317 hospitalizations, and 15,215 negative cases. The majority of the total cases are from Sussex County now. I think many of you have heard some of the things going on down there. I do have some concerns about the data itself, how that data is collected and inputted. And then I have a concern about testing itself. I think we need a universal protocol at this point, and I don't see us having one of those. And that is one thing I think we're definitely going to need in order to get out of this sooner and remove some of these restrictions. So hoping to learn more about that this week. On Tuesday morning at 8 a.m., we will have to have a mask or other head cover when you go into public spaces. So hopefully you have a neighbor that can give you one if you don't already have one. I have heard from several business owners that they've been told that they will not serve you if you're not wearing one. There are no medical exemptions unless you're a child 2 and under. So I suggest you would allow a neighbor or a friend or a relative to go to the store for you. The governor's office is not wiggling on any of those things, unfortunately. So it's just from district initiatives. First of all, Polly Drummond Yard Waste Site. I want to give a huge shout out to DNREC and to DelDOT. I think after careful planning, they did a great job, and everyone did a great job this week. A lot of positive feedback. Of course, there's always a few negative things, but always things that we can work towards. So I hope everyone was able to enjoy that on our beautiful Saturday and a few folks here on our rainy Sunday. Still collecting PPE for our first responders and long-term care facilities. The long-term care facilities are really my main focus right now, and I've partnered with some local restaurants on some food initiatives there as well. Still partnering with the food bank on local food collection, and then also getting folks to food in need. And so if you know anyone who's food insecure, please shoot me a note, message, give me a call, and I'll make sure they get a nice box of food. Still have the Business Relief Task Force effort. So that has shifted from relief all the way to what would require for folks to open again. We've been going at it for 4 weeks now. Some of you have heard about the governor's virtual recovery town halls. That's essentially the same thing. So hopefully they'll use some of the recommendations we already have from over 200 business owners from up and down the state that we've been using through the Small Business Caucus, which is actually a functionary of the General Assembly in Dover that's statewide. So hopefully you can utilize some of those things so we aren't working backwards and wasting more time and have a unified health and business effort to get our state back open. This Wednesday, the 29th at 12 noon, I will be hosting some experts from UD Health, Rita Landgraf, the Partnership for Healthy Communities, Jen Horney, who's the founding director of the epidemiology program, Carolyn Haynes, who runs the Nurse Managed Primary Care Center there and is managing telemedicine services, and Esther Biswas, who is the chair of the Medical and Molecular Sciences program that's going to talk to us about testing. That should be a good one. Again, that's 12 noon on Zoom. Just shoot me a note with details. It'll also be in my newsletter if you'd like to check it out there. The governor's virtual recovery town hall will be this Thursday, April 30th at 6 p.m. It is limited to 500 participants. So please email me if you would like to be included in that. I will get the Zoom details 24 hours in advance and can share them with those individuals. We really do want to try to keep it to business owners since it's limited to 500 individuals and across multiple 11 state representative districts. So shoot me an email, michael.f.smith@delaware.gov, if you want to be included in my newsletter or if you'd like to be a part of these events. The quote of the week really is something that I've been thinking a lot about our seniors and the folks that are, leaving college or headed that direction. My heart goes out to you. I've been reflecting a lot just over my career, just playing baseball in the spring in high school, last moments with friends, the fun that came with that, the prom, all the fun that it is to become a senior, or, senior year when I was at the university as well. Again, catching up with folks, having some fun, just enjoying our time together. And, I feel bad for you all that you're not going to get that, but I'd be happy to be a resource to you as well. If you'd like to have a conversation on your resume, your career, whatever it may be, I'm here to help. Been thinking a lot about you guys. And so the quote of the week actually comes from the famous UCLA basketball coach, John Wooden. Do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. So I think a lot of the times, especially during, weeks and months of quarantine at this point, we focus a lot on what we're not able to do or what we cannot change, and not enough on what we can. So I would just challenge you all this week to focus on what you can change. Put your energy into your family, put your energy into projects around the house, put your energy into advocacy around your small business, put your energy into a friend or a family in need. I know a lot of you out there are hurting right now. A lot of emails regarding unemployment, a lot of emails about why you should or should not be considered an essential business, a lot of emails and notes on Facebook and others about, the folks that are missing out on things, and the seniors who I think of first. And actually the high school seniors who I think of the most. One of the most monumental times in our country's history was 9/11. That's all when you all came into the world. And here you are now dealing with a pandemic as seniors. The only thing word that comes to mind when I think of you all is resilient. I think you're going to be the most resilient class in Delaware's history, and I'm hoping you'll prove me right. But let's start with advocacy. Let's start with our families. Let's start with our community. Everyone have a great week. Michael.f.smith@delaware.gov for questions, concerns, and to be added to my newsletter. Have a good one. Thanks.